Good morning, lovelies. It is not morning for me anymore, but if you're seeing this, it's probably about 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning when I release it, so good morning, lovelies. I hope you're all doing well. This is the second part of my making mom birthday presents. At this point, she has opened them, she has seen them, she loves them both, so yay. A recap, I am using McCall's 6044 pattern. I really like this pattern for her. I would not make it for myself. I'm using this pattern to make jackets because it is technically a man's shirt pattern. It's got a short sleeve variety, a long sleeve variety, and a western style variety. It is what it is. This pattern, I'm using a wool blend plaid fabric on top. I'm using black faux fur, as in like sheep faux fur, on the inside for the lining, and I'm using just plain black buttons because she never buttons up her jackets, but she likes to have the buttons for style. Things I did differently on this one. Well, A, I lined it. B, that's it. I didn't add the pleat to the back. This one was kind of a straight run of the pattern with lining because I was not going to finish all those seams on. No. I was just, it was a no. But yes. So, this is kind of a straight run of the pattern with lining. So I do love how it turned out. It is very soft on the inside because I picked the more expensive, higher quality sheep lining that kind of is a little bit silky, because I knew it was going to go on skin and I wanted it nice. Trying to think of what else I did. I didn't add the pleat in the back like I did with the last one. Just buttons. I did not put pockets on this one because I did pockets on the brown one and I just kind of wanted to make them different. That and the lining I'm using isn't really made for pocket applique. It did turn out nice along the hem. You get a little bit of a droppage of the faux fur, so you get a nice little black line around the edge. Well, you'll see that at the end of the video. But overall, it took me 3 days to do this with the hand stitching that I did. You could probably do it in 2, so if you're planning on doing something like this as a present, just keep in mind it may take 2 or 3 days longer if you're having to do other things at other times. So yes, I hope you all enjoyed, or will enjoy, as the case may be, and I hope you leave comments down below. Feel free to subscribe. I am trying to grow the channel. I am glad to be up to 20 now. 20 subscribers, but that's just me. And I will see you all next time. Bye. Alright, so here are the pieces. I am getting ready to assemble the sleeves, I believe, in this part. But one of the things I've started doing is trying to do batch sewing, which is I pin everything I can and then I sew everything I can. And just doing that seems to help speed up my process and taking what could be a 4-day jacket into a 2-day jacket, simply because I'm not getting up and moving at every step. Instead, I am pinning all at once, and then I am sewing all at once until it's to the point where I cannot do any more sewing or pinning in batches. So here I did the sleeves, I did the top of the collar, I did top of the shoulder seam, I did the collar all at once. So here I am, even though the camera is not showing it right now because I angled the camera wrong, I am pinning the side seam and the side arm seam all at once. That's how this pattern is assembled. And I just assembled the lining the same way until I reach the part where you're supposed to start attaching the collar, and then I sewed along the base of it, like the bottom hem, joining the two pieces together, and then flipped it so wrong side was touching wrong side, and then I used the cuffs to finish that edge, and I used the collar to finish that edge, and there is a front placket down the front, so I did it that way too. So doing all this allows me to have a quicker finishing process as well as a quicker project altogether. Overall, yes, this project did take me 2 days because, well, 3 days if you count cutting, but I tend to cut in batches too. I cut 2 or 3 projects out at once and just go with it. So, yes. Here I am assembling the collar, and I'm just trying to make sure everything lines up well. The notch side is where it will get attached to the collar lapel type thing. This is the actual flappy bit. There's another part that's interfaced as well that covers up the raw edge from the collar and attaches the collar itself to the jacket. Really, this was a quick process. It was rather enjoyable, and it does make a nice gift if that's what you're using it for, or if you're making it for yourself. It works out nicely too. Okay, so here I am getting ready to baste the collar down to this one part, and I did actually baste it this time simply because I did not want to have to wrangle the 2 pieces of fabric as well as the 2 pieces of fabric sandwiching the collar together under the machine. So I just basted this section and then came back and pinned the top section down and then sewed it all with a 2.5 inch seam allowance, or 2.5 stitch length. And here I'm prepping the cuffs. So this will finish off the edge for the shirt and allow the edge of the sleeves of the shirt, of the jacket. Good morning. Anyway, but that'll allow me to finish off the edge of the sleeve, meaning once I slip stitch the inner part of it, the sleeve will be done. It will also allow me to have this done rather quickly. So here is this part. So one of the things I did do, because this is a rather slippery mess, is I did baste around all the edges that are unfinished at the moment. I'm just attaching the front button placket. On one side it'll contain the buttonholes, and the other it'll contain the buttons. So I just pinned this along one edge and stitched it down with the 2.5 stitch length, because I've already basted the lining to the shirt. It allows it to move quicker. So here is the cuff, and I'm getting ready to attach it to the sleeve lining. I did top stitch around this edge as well as slip stitch the lining to the cuff opening. And I also pleated down this part so that it'll all match up and work well together. This does remind me a lot of vintage men's jackets or vintage women's men's style jacket. If you look in some of the vintage catalogs, sometimes you will see like winter jackets for going skiing that look a lot like this. And I do like how it turned out. I have been tempted to make one for myself, but I don't think I will because I'm not sure how much use I would actually get out of it. If I could find some wool, I might do it that way. But I'm in not too much of a hurry because we're headed into summer, not winter. I might do it for a winter project. Just make myself a overly large fleece or something flannel lined jacket. That would be rather cozy and comfortable. So here I am attaching the collar, and how I'm doing it is I'm matching up the ends first as well as the notches so that I can generally just kind of ease in this collar. If I thought about it earlier, I probably would have put in some ease stitching, which is just basically gathering stitches that you don't pull taut. You just kind of like squidge the fabric in to fit without leaving puckers or gathers. I do recommend that before you put all this finishing work on, you make sure you check for pins, because I accidentally at the end found a pin in the arm side, and since this lining is a knit for faux fur fabric, I just kind of clipped a small hole, pulled it out so it wouldn't stab anyone. But yes, this did turn out very nice. She loves both jackets that I made her. I probably will end up doing a couple more down the line in cottons as opposed to in this heavy wool blend fabric. But here it is. I like how it turned out. This is a rather short project for this week. As you can see, I'm getting ready to pull out the pin. But this is a rather short project for this week. Next week, I will be uploading my white dress video, so if you want to stick around for that, feel free. However, I am still working on that project as I speak. I have to finish the second hem because I did a skirt one. So, I hope you enjoyed watching. If you have any questions, comments, feel free to leave them down below. I hope you all enjoy this coming week, and I will see you all next time. Bye.